Okay, Poltergeist review. This is going to be great. Where's Casey? Casey, where are you? Casey, where are you?
I'm here.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Tony from Hack the Movies here, and today we're talking about Poltergeist, the perfect family horror ghost film. Today on Hack the Movies.
Tapes were talking about tapes.
Hello, Kaylee. I'm sorry. I was just watching a Kaylee stream.
I'll take it as a compliment.
No, that's an insult.
We haven't seen each other for a while. I deserve that.
I'm like, begins with C-A, ends in a Y. There's a 50-50 chance I'll get it right, and I got it wrong. Hello, Casey.
Hi, Tony.
How are you doing? Your name's Casey, by the way.
Well. Whatever.
You've seen Seinfeld where he didn't know his girlfriend's name, and he's trying to guess.
I don't remember. Is that an earlier season?
No, it's like a mid-season, but then that girl comes back later on, and to prove that he memorizes her name, he says her name every chance he gets. He's like, yes, Dolores, that's right, Dolores.
I need to watch this show.
Hello, Casey.
Hi, Tony.
Poltergeist.
Yes.
I love this movie.
I love it too.
This is one of the early ghost movies I watched as a kid.
Same.
It's probably like outside of like Casper. The more like scary ghost movies, it was like this and The Shining. Went really hard, really fast there. It's like Casper, Poltergeist, Shining, and we're in.
It was all three Poltergeists for me.
Huh?
All three of them.
Oh, you like, it took me years to see the other two.
No, I think we did like a marathon.
Ugh.
And it was for me, it was Poltergeist and Amityville, the Amityville ones.
Yes. Okay. I also grew up watching Amityville.
There's one that I was thinking of, the Amityville with the hand on the cover. Which one is
that's
that?
3D.
Yes.
I believe that's 3D. Yeah.
That's the one that I saw.
With Meg Ryan.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long. It was a weird one, like a clock. I don't know.
Oh no, that's I think that's Amityville. It's About Time.
Yeah. So it was all of those.
Which
too.
is funny because it's like it's about time. It's like no, the movie is literally about time.
So it was Poltergeist and Amityville, all those movies.
Yeah, Amityville came a little bit later, but check out my review for the Amityville Horror remake. We're actually shooting this on the 21st anniversary of the remake of Amityville. But yes, Poltergeist.
Yes, we did a Pajama Day
Yes.
episode.
We're like Robbie and Carol Ann right now.
Yes.
Casey's going to get sucked into a closet.
I was deciding which pajamas to wear. This one, I just decided.
I only have one set of matching pajamas, so I pajama pants, but that doesn't really work with this setup. Yeah, this is a big one. This is a big one. This is like 1982, the year of Spielberg.
Oh, yeah. It was.
Because E.T. had also came out that year, which may or may not have ripped off Swamp Thing. Watch our Swamp Thing episode.
Whoa.
A lot of things apparently ripped off Wes Craven's Swamp Thing. Me and Tim found that out. But yeah, so this is produced by Steven Spielberg. He co-wrote it with Michael Grays and Mark Victor. But it's directed by Tobe Hooper.
Yes.
From Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yep.
And Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. And to a lesser extent, Mortuary, which I reviewed on Patreon. Not good.
Oh, I feel like I've seen Mortuary.
Imagine Poltergeist mixed with Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, but bad. Yeah, not very good. Fun watch. Really good bonus episode. But yeah, so I don't know if you ever heard like the controversy over who directed this.
Yes.
There's a lot of urban legends.
Tony, I lived and breathed Poltergeist for the last few days.
You probably know more than me.
It's been so long. It hasn't been that long, I guess, since I've been on an episode, but I love the lore of this movie. I love this movie. I love seeing the house.
Yeah, you wanted to go to the house. You're like, should we go to the house? I'm like, we're filming this in 2 weeks. What makes you think we're taking a trip out?
And I already look like they're already booked.
Out. Yeah.
We gotta go.
But yeah, Tobe Hooper. So the old legend was that Steven Spielberg secretly directed the movie. Tobe Hooper was just there. But then in recent years, people have been like, no, that was kind of all overblown. And like at the time, the Directors Guild had to investigate it. Even Spielberg like wrote like a whole thing, like an apology, like I'm sorry, this has been misrepresented. Tobe Hooper eventually responded, and it was just like, the Los Angeles Times were there. So Steven Spielberg was directing the scene with the kids with the race cars.
Yes.
While Tobe Hooper was directing a bigger scene.
Uh-huh.
And apparently that was kind of like the origin of the urban legend that he secretly directed.
Steven was doing the second unit.
Yeah.
And Ian told me that Steven Spielberg will never direct a horror movie. And because he thought Weapons was the perfect horror movie.
Although that new movie he has coming out, I know it's sci-fi because it's aliens, but it looks like it's a horror movie. That Disclosure Day. It's another alien movie soon. It looks like it has horror elements.
It's been a bit since I've seen that trailer.
Yeah. But you're right. He hasn't done... It's always horror in something else. He hasn't done like a full-on horror.
Jaws.
Jaws, yeah. But it's been a while. I mean, that was 70, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did see that interview where he like watches something like Weapons. He's like, I'm good. Other people have.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so there's like this weird urban legend. A lot of the actors came out and they're like, that was more collaborative. And they're like, no, Tobe Hooper was involved. But apparently Zelda.
I know.
She's the one that was like, Spielberg did it all.
Yes,
and I'm like,
I saw that.
she was trying to secure those. He was the producer, so she wanted to make sure she was in 2 and 3. She's I'm securing that.
Yeah, she was the only one to come back for 3. Oh, and
Carol Ann did, unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Well, unfortunately, because of what happened in that movie. And I guess we'll talk about the curse, which isn't really a curse. It's just a bunch of... We talked about this in the Omen episode. It's not really a curse. It's just a bunch of coincidences.
No, it's a curse.
I don't think it's a curse.
The Omen one for sure is a curse.
No.
Come on. Could you have a little fun?
No, because the one you were like, he was attacked by a tiger. And it was like, oh, he was like a tiger handler. That's not that big of a deal.
Well, everyone who was like involved with the movie is against calling it a curse, obviously.
And that was a really good episode of Cursed Films.
I love that. I watched that prepared. I watched the E! True Hollywood Story.
Yeah.
I watched it all.
But yeah, this was an insanely awesome movie at the time. I think it came out around the same time as E.T. Also, I think it like released like within a week of each other.
Mm-hmm. And then at first it was on top, and then it was E.T. on top.
Obviously, E.T. was going to take over. Well, that's another reason people
should be alive during that.
Yeah,
but we weren't.
People debunked the whole thing. They're like, Spielberg was like doing E.T. around that time.
Yeah.
But yeah, this movie kind of has it all. The cinematographer I just looked up before this was Matthew F. Leonetti, who did a bunch of films, including Star Trek First Contact. Sorry, that was the one that jumped out at me. It's the best. Look, it's not a great movie, but it is the best looking of the 90s Star Trek movies. And of course, edited by Michael Kahn, who did a lot of editing for Spielberg, and music by Jerry Goldsmith, which I forgot how much I loved the Poltergeist theme until I put this on this morning. It's been a minute since I've seen this. But it's one of those, like, I watched this so much.
Did it make you feel comfortable?
It did, actually. It actually did. I don't know why this is...
See?
This movie is like... This movie has that perfect balance of, like, heartwarming and also absolutely terrifying.
So many times in my notes, it's like, this is emotional. This is a very emotional movie.
Yeah. And I get what people say, like, it doesn't feel like a Tobe Hooper movie, but that also could just be him trying something new.
Experimenting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, he's done other movies. Life Force doesn't really feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
No.
Life Force isn't as good as Poltergeist. You ever see that one?
No.
Oh, yeah, that's a space vampire. That's mostly a model with huge boobs, but it's a space vampire.
I was thinking of something else.
No, it's awesome. Life Force is awesome. You would actually have fun with Life Force.
Okay.
It's pretty ridiculous. Yeah, so it's him trying something different, and I think he nailed it. I'm trying to think of other behind the scenes stuff here. Well,
we'll save it. I got some trivia.
Okay. I guess we'll talk about the one sister in a second. When we get up to her character. Okay. But yeah, so you said you watched this as a young kid, you marathoned them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely one my mom threw on for me very young. And it's one of those ones that made a huge impact.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing with Carol Ann being sucked into the thing terrified me. The tree. Like, it's one of those movies, like the first time I watched it, I never forgot it. Yep. Like, I memorized pretty much every part of that movie from the first viewing. And as I was watching it today, I'm like, yep, I remember that. I remember that. I don't know why it had such a big effect. Maybe I just watched it at the right age.
Yeah, I think so. Because it was kind of made for kids, too.
Yeah.
Like, they kept it PG.
Well, this is before PG-13. So it did get rated R, and they had to, like, contest it and everything. This, I think we talked about this with,
they
like...
They switched it to PG.
Huh? Well, they did get the PG.
Yeah.
It was first rated R. Right. They had to argue. But we talked about this with Gremlins. Like, Gremlins was technically PG, but I think that Temple of Doom, like Spielberg really pushed for the PG-13 rating.
Yeah.
If this came out today, this would definitely be PG-13.
Yeah.
With the marijuana use and the guy peeling his face off. The guy's peeling his face off, but there's no red blood, so it's okay. But yeah, let's get into this here.
Let's get into it.
Opens up with the national anthem playing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy to think that there was a time where your channel would just stop broadcasting.
Yeah. I was going to ask you that. Like, didn't that happen just when things were over?
Yeah.
They would play that?
Although around this time, like I think CNN was first introduced. I looked up like what was the first 24/7 broadcast. And I think late 70s and like the origin, you okay?
Yeah. Don't show that.
Late 70s and like the origin of like HBO and stuff. Around this time, 24/7 broadcasts were just starting to happen. But it wasn't until like really like the late.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't until like the late cable boom of like later on where it became a bigger thing. And then channels realized they could just play infomercials all night long. I remember like waking up and just infomercials were playing for like stupid crap that you would never buy.
I would always write down the number for the little African poor kids. And I'd bring it to my mom.
He really wanted to help those kids. Good job. But yeah, so, I just instinctively stood up and put my hand over my heart for the national anthem.
And the dog, you follow the dog.
Yes,
That's
you follow
my
the dog
favorite.
through that whole
so
house.
Cute
yeah.
when he drags the chips out of her bed.
Yeah.
I
that
love
dog.
it. So
that
cute.
dog is the smartest character later on in the movie.
Yeah.
That dog makes a choice on its own and everyone just lets him get away with it. So yeah, we get to see little Carol Ann, played by Heather O'Rourke.
Yep.
Right? I'm glad I got that name right. I don't know how. I can't memorize anyone else's name except for the other one who died. And Craig T. Nelson, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, she wakes up. She walks downstairs because Steve, what are their names? They're the Filler. What are their names?
Who?
What's the name of the family?
I don't know.
Like he's Steve, the mom's Diane. Freeling, the Freeling family.
Oh, okay.
So Steve Freeling is passed out in the chair, played by Craig T. Nelson, Coach.
I always get him and the Bundy guy mixed up.
Oh my God.
I always confuse them.
Why am I blanking
Why
on
am I
his
blanking
name?
on his name? I don't know.
1 second.
What's his name?
1 second.
He's Jay Pritchett on Modern Family.
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill.
I know they did remake this, but if I could go back in time and change anything, I would put Ed O'Neill in this movie.
You would?
I would love to see a Poltergeist, but he has to be just Al Bundy. I would love if just Al Bundy was in this.
Yeah.
Someone sucked the kid into the thing. He's like, oh, one less mouth to feed. Gee, Pig, what do you do with the ghosts? He would be way meaner to Zelda. Oh my God. Now I just want a movie of Al Bundy. I have to make a horror movie where it's basically Al Bundy.
Yes.
Who's on the side of the ghost because it's making his life easier because he hates his family.
It's a great concept.
But yeah, she walks up to the TV because
Yes.
it's not broadcasting a signal.
Mm-hmm.
It's just static. And yeah, she just starts chatting with it. And like the whole family kind of wakes up and just watches her chat with the TV.
And she's so cute and angelic.
Yes. And she puts her hands up on the TV, which of course was used for some of the covers there.
Most of them.
Oh yeah, it is in the one. I keep
It's on
forgetting.
all
It's like
of them.
it's like two different angles.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so she puts her hands on the TV and they're all kind of weirded out by it. Is this when she says they're here? No, that's later. So yeah, it's a weird way to start your movie.
Mm-hmm.
Real subtle ghost stuff. You don't even know it's ghost stuff. You just think it's a kid talking to a TV.
Right.
Kids are weird. They'll just say things for no reason, and they'll just say things like for a minute at a time. Just throw as many words out, and you have to look at them and go, "I don't know what you just said. What did you just say?" I just spent the weekend with the nieces in the mountains. So there was a lot of, I don't understand what you just said. I feel like you just wanted to say words.
But she speaks perfect English.
Next, we get the theme music kicking in by Jerry Goldsmith. We get to see the whole development. This whole suburban development.
I just wanted to be there.
Maybe not this specific development in the world of this
Yes.
I would like to do the one from E.T., not this one.
No, I want this one.
You want the dead bodies underneath your house? Oh, God.
Yes, I would love to live near a graveyard or on top of one.
Remember, I used to live across from one?
No.
My apartment. It was right across from that little cemetery.
Yeah, I do.
With the church that was for sale.
Yes.
I don't think they ever sold that church. I should buy that church.
Ooh, whole studio. But anyway, I love the opening scene, getting to see all the homes. I watched so many videos of people getting to go to the house and stay in the house. So,
and I kind of like this because when you think of like a ghost movie, sometimes you just automatically assume it's like Victorian era, like that gothic, like romantic era of just like old castle and stuff.
Right.
This is cool to see it just in a regular house, a house that people at the time would have lived in.
Yep.
That's kind of why I also like the Paranormal Activity movies. It's just like, that's like, well, by 4, it's like, wow, that's a really rich white person house. They need to change this. And thank God they switched it in 5. But I'm like, this is like a familiar environment. It's cool to see ghosts in that because how many people are living in gothic mansions these days?
Yeah. And in the newer one that you haven't seen, the remake, it looks like a normal house. Like this one at least has character.
Well, yeah, okay. I will say I hate the staircase in this.
What?
It just kind of...
It's definitely fake.
Yeah, the staircase like juts out into the middle of the living room.
I love the staircase.
Look, it looks good for what they were trying to film in that one scene, but I'm sitting there like, that's a really impractical staircase. Why would it just hug the wall going down?
Yeah.
I'm like, you just put a staircase in the middle of your room.
But it's not real.
Huh?
It's not a real staircase.
I know. That's me just overthinking it. Sometimes I overthink things on this showcase. So yeah, we see a guy on his bicycle racing to the Freeling's house. And of course we get those kids with the little remote control cars, making them just eat dirt on the ground. He spills a bunch of beer and just leaves it out there. In the 80s, you could just leave beer cans all over near young kids. It was the perfect time. We really missed out. Oh, I love this. The mom cleans the room and she finds the dead bird.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know, Tweety.
Unfortunately, I was the one who found my parakeet dead.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
That was a rough day for Tony. But I love that she goes, "Oh shit, Tweets, you couldn't have waited till school." Implying that she would go to a store and grab another one. Much like my mom did with my little anole lizards when I was a kid. I'd be like, "Oh wow, that lizard's looking real brown." And the next day, "Oh wow, it's green. He's healthy again."
Parents, man.
Just went and grabbed another lizard.
That's sweet.
But
yeah, Carol Ann sees her almost flush on him.
Oh yeah,
and then she wants to bury him.
This movie, again, I mean, it's edited by Michael Kahn, one of the greatest editors ever, and he like really knows when to end a scene. There's multiple things where you know what's going to happen next, and then it just cuts, and you just fill in the gap. There's a really great cut later because you know they had a whole conversation. Like, you know what? We don't need to see it. The audience knows that it's going to happen. Let's just cut. Let's have the setup and cut. I'm like, that was a really great edit. Very comedic. This movie is very comedic.
Yes, and Carol Ann is just everything, explaining like he needs the blanket.
Oh my God, yeah.
The food or whatever.
Yeah, for when he
everything.
For when he wants to go to sleep, for when he misses us.
Oh, it's so cute.
I love that Steve is watching the game with the boys, but his neighbor, their TV sets are too close together.
Yeah.
And they have the same remotes. And it's like messing the signal up. So his kids want to watch Mr. Rogers. They want to watch the game, and they're freaking out and clicking at each other.
That's a sin.
It's establishing their rivalry.
Right.
Which plays into their little mini arc at the end, which I thought was really funny.
Yep.
Which the office that I was working at, remember we had like 3 TVs in my office?
Yeah.
We each had our own remote, but it would just turn all 3 TVs on. It was really annoying. No matter what we did, we would try to recalibrate it. If I turned my TV on, it would turn all the others on. They were too close together. So even in this day and age, that's a thing that can happen. So then Robbie, who I swear to God, I thought it was the kid from Leprechaun, and then I realized the age didn't match up. Yeah. But he looks exactly like the kid from Leprechaun. Am I just crazy?
No, he does.
Okay. Are they related? I didn't check.
I don't think so.
They look very much alike. We realize he's scared of the big tree in his yard. Mm-hmm. By the way, like why wasn't that demolished when they built the thing? The tree is dead as hell. It's not even it's out of season. Like that's just a dead tree. But he tries to climb it, I guess to conquer his fear or whatever. But we know he is creeped out by it. They have a funeral for Tweety. Mm-hmm. put it in a little cigar box.
So sweet.
And they bury him while that 80s style cloud effect goes over the whole development.
Yeah.
Which is milk in a freshwater, saltwater tank. They did the same thing in Child's Play.
Okay.
That was a
That's
big,
cool.
before CGI, everyone was doing that smoke water effect.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But, and then the older sister just has this weird eating habit.
Yeah.
She's just eating the most random things, like girl dinner.
Dana, the oldest child,
Yeah, her.
played by, what was it, Dominique Dunn.
Who's Griffin Dunn's sister? I had no idea.
That's Griffin Dunn's sister?
Yes.
Hold on, let me check this.
Come on, I'm right.
Hold on. Siblings, Griffin Dunn. Holy shit.
Yeah, I think that was in the E! True Hollywood Story.
No way.
Right? And I met Griffin Dunn. Insert photo here.
I've gone my whole life not knowing they were related.
Me three. Yes.
Yeah. Dominique Dunn.
I would have asked him about it.
Well, maybe don't bring this up. It's a very sore subject.
I guess.
And I think they covered it recently on some show.
Oh.
Can we talk about this sad true crime story right here? She was murdered by her boyfriend,
Yeah.
who admitted to the cops who were there that he murdered her.
Well,
and everyone knew that he murdered her.
He choked her.
Yeah.
And then she was in a coma and then was taken off of life support.
But the judge got a lot of shit. So if you look into it, the judge, for whatever reason, kept favoring the murderer, who represented himself, by the way, in court.
Sicko.
Which, that is, by the way, my favorite genre of like YouTube court stuff is obviously guilty people representing themselves. I can't get enough of it. They're all so terrible at representing themselves. They're just insane. So yeah, he apparently represented himself. The judge wouldn't let a statement from a previous ex-girlfriend who said that he like assaulted her and like injured her. He wouldn't let her share the story, and then he wouldn't let the Dominique's mom and sister share their things. He like decided it didn't need to be there. So like the jury, everyone was just like, the jury needed to hear that. They made that decision based off like a really shitty thing. And apparently like the judge, it was funny because like then the jury eventually was just like, we didn't know all that. And then the judge got so much criticism that he's like, that jury was fucked. So they're all just kind of doing the blame game.
Wow. Well, he served less than 6 years.
Yeah, the maximum amount, because what was it? It was involuntary manslaughter, I think. Whatever it was, the maximum was 7 years, and he only did 2, and then he got a job.
He did have lawyers, I thought, and it was like a crime of passion.
I thought he did. I thought he represented
I don't know.
himself.
I don't know 100%.
But yeah, he got out in 2 years.
No, it was 4.
It was 4? I thought
Could
it was
not
2.
have been 2.
Hold on.
Fact check. I watched everything on this.
Hold on.
And then I have a fun fact for you.
Well, I read it this morning, and then I forget some of it. Hold on. Killing of Dominique Dunn. He took the stand in his own defense.
Wow.
Okay. Sentenced to 6 years in prison for manslaughter, with an additional 6 months for the assault charge. Only 2.5 of his 6.5-year sentence.
Wow.
And they let him out. And then he got a job as a chef, and then the family were handing out flyers saying their food was prepared by a murderer. And eventually he changed his name.
Yeah.
No one knows where he is now.
No.
Yeah.
So when he went to hurt her, kill her.
She tried to break up with him, and he didn't take it that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he went there, he brought a chocolate mold of her face. Yeah, I could send you the picture. So he like sculpted a mold of her face in chocolate. Isn't that sick?
Guys, you're going to get dumped at some point. Just let it go. Just let it. It's going to happen. It only ever happened once to me. So I would love to get dumped. The next relationship. I'm tired of being the breaker-upper. It would be really nice for once. Don't attack your girlfriend when she dumps you. It's not a good thing to do.
No.
We lost out on plenty of Dominique Dunn movies. She's good in this.
No, she's
good
so
in this.
good. And
She's only like 22.
Yep. R.I.P.
They wrote her out of the sequel, which actually kind of worked out.
Yeah.
The problems appear in Poltergeist 3, where they're like, "Get out of here, Carol Ann. Spend time with your aunt and uncle, and we're not going to tell them why you're there." I'm like, okay, that's lazy writing. But yeah, she kind of mocks the whole funeral for the pet bird.
Yep.
And so the kids get ready for bed that night, and their room faces the giant tree.
Horrible.
Which
That
is-
poor kid.
That poor kid. Close the curtains.
True.
The whole time, like later on, the blinds are closed after the tree's gone. I'm like, just close the curtains. Close the curtains. It's real easy. Just, I don't see the tree anymore.
And I wonder where the clown came from.
Yeah, that clown was creepy.
They never specified that.
Nah, that feels like it's an old family heirloom that they passed down.
Yep.
You ever have that with families? Like, look at this thing. And it's like, that thing's terrifying and I don't want it.
Maybe.
Like a porcelain baby doll that's like a little too lifelike. I knew someone who had that. And I'm like, what is that? They're like, that's actually mold. It's like, it was apparently like their mom when they were a baby. And I'm like, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for calling it terrifying. The clown has the best running, like, you know, that clown is going to do something. It's like the ticking clock element. You're like, that clown is going to come to life. I know that goddamn clown's going to do something.
Yeah.
And you wait the whole movie for it. Terrifying clown.
So good.
Oh, and Spielberg throwing a bone to his buddy George Lucas. Robbie loves all things Star Wars.
Yes, and also Kathleen Kennedy.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
when I saw her name at the end, I'm like, I can't believe Poltergeist is woke. I couldn't believe it, and she ruined it.
What do you mean?
We're on different circles of the internet.
That was the chair.
No one can ever hear it. You do this every time. No, Kathleen Kennedy's been the head of Lucasfilm for the last 10 years, and everyone complains that Star Wars is bad and woke now, and they all blame her. So now, whenever I go, it's funny when I go back and watch older movies like Arachnophobia, and I see her name, like, woke, can't believe it.
But that was like manifesting her future. All of that, so much Star Wars.
Yeah, and she eventually got Star Wars after George Lucas killed it, and then she made it worse. Great producer before that, though. I don't know what the hell she was thinking the last 10 years. But yeah, there's Star Wars just everywhere.
Everywhere.
Which, it's appropriate. It's 1982. The trilogy was just done. It was still super popular. So yeah, he's got the Darth Vader toy chest.
Yeah.
Which in the 90s, when they re-released it, they made more of those. And I had a C-3PO one.
Aww.
And me and my friend, we did a I don't want to say couples costume. We did sexy Chewbacca and sexy Han Solo one year. So we were kind of like, he had like a cutoff shirt and the tiny vest. I was Chewbacca. Remember the second movie? Chewbacca had C-3PO in a backpack. I had the toy thing and I put it in a backpack all night.
Great.
I left it at his house like 15 years ago. He sent me a picture the other day. He found it. I'm like,
cool.
Yeah, he's got like a 4-year-old kid. I'm like, it's that kid's now. I'm never getting that
sweet.
back.
From Tony from Hack the Movies.
But yeah, just Star Wars everywhere.
Yes.
Darth Vader poster and everything.
So they do the counting.
Yes, that's coming up soon.
Oh.
First, the mom puts them to bed, and Carol Ann insists that the closet light is on. Because I guess that's her night light. She's afraid of the closet.
Yeah.
The parents then get high.
Yep.
Which,
that's right. Okay.
When I was a kid, I didn't understand what was happening.
They're so in love.
They are.
And relatable.
They play a really good couple.
And they're 30 and 31.
Man, people just... No, she looks great. She looks great. She was a babe in this. But
yes,
yeah, I don't know why.
Gorgeous.
I don't know why men back there just looked older back then.
Yeah. I'm gonna be older than them.
Yeah.
You're older than them.
I am older than them. Whoa. And I'm also aging bad. I could have played this part.
No, you look way younger.
Thank you.
But
Thank you. You're the only person who's ever said that to me. Everyone else like, oh, I thought you were in your 50s, Tony.
No. But that was just mind-blowing.
Their relationship feels so organic.
Yes.
Maybe they hooked up during filming. I don't know. Did you find that in the research? No. That's one of those where I'm just like, those actors are getting along a little too well. No, they were great. And I love that she's high, which I didn't understand for years. Because she's like laughing about sleepwalking, and then she immediately starts panicking. She's like, what if the kids fall into the pool? Oh no, oh no. He's reminiscing about being able to dive.
So awesome.
Great relationship, those two. Oh, and Steve is reading about Ronald Reagan. Like he's got the big Ronald Reagan book. Then Robbie is in his bed, and behind him is a board game for Clue. Go back a few months ago, I reviewed the Clue movie. Still holds up, that movie. You ever see it?
Yeah, of course.
Great movie. Yeah, so the storm kicks in, and everything in his room is terrifying, including the clown. Why doesn't he just put it in the closet? Why does he have to sit into the chair staring at him?
Well, he throws something on it.
Yeah, he throws his jacket on it with Chewbacca's face.
Which looked even scarier in the dark.
What did I sleep? Oh, in my room as a kid, I had the football monster, like like My Pet Monster.
Yes.
Yeah, I had the football version.
Cool.
Which was really cool. I had that, and then I had
Not this?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. But he had like the football helmet and everything. And then I had a giant Raphael Ninja Turtle, like stuffed one. But I wasn't like really into Ninja Turtles. So for years, I'm just like, what is that turtle? But those two would just stare at me every night.
Mine, I did have a robot.
Yeah.
And I think it was called Girl Robot. And it literally would wake up in the middle of the night.
Okay. The C-3PO toy box had a button where you clicked its mouth and it would talk.
Yeah.
And I felt like randomly I would just hear, I'm C-3PO just out of nowhere.
I literally, I couldn't sleep, so my stepdad put it in his room, and he ended up throwing it out because it did the same thing to him. It was haunted.
Just take the batteries out.
I don't know.
Now, the problem is if you take the batteries out and
Just
it's still talking.
I find her.
It's like Chucky.
When we clean out the house, I find her. Girl Robot.
It's like Annabelle just keeps coming back.
Yeah. Mine was, I always slept with my Winnie the Pooh plush.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of something I had that was like that size, and it was the football monster and that. So yeah, he walks into his parents right when they're about to get it on.
Yeah.
And he's crying about the thunder. So his dad tells him the trick.
Yeah.
He tells him not to cry about the tree. He's like, I like that tree. It's old. But he tells him to count between the lightning. It's just like if you count between the lightning and thunder, the further away it gets. That's how far the storm's moving. And I like that he puts him to bed, and then he opens up the door and sees Dana cover the phone. He's like, get off the phone, Dana.
Yeah.
They start counting the lightning, and they feel very safe. Hard cut to the lightning striking outside the house. And again, we don't need to see that they got scared around in the room. It's way funnier that it just cuts to them in bed.
It's perfect.
And I was like, it's weird I see a movie that it just knows what you expect.
Yeah.
And it's just it fills in the gaps so easily. But that is such a funny comedic thing where they're feeling happy, lightning strike in bed, dead asleep.
So cute.
The TV turns off.
Uh-huh.
I'm guessing this was before sleep timers on TVs. And I guess the ghosts start talking to Carol Ann. And she gets up and talks to it, and then we get to see that classic 2D animation hands coming out. It's creepy. It's hovering over the whole family.
Ooh.
And then it shoots a freaking laser into the house.
So cool, though.
Not really sure what's going on. I guess the ghosts are communicating through the TV and that enters into the world. Whatever. We have confirmed ghost now. We know that it's a thing that's happening. Wakes up the whole house because the earthquake. The centralized just to their bedroom earthquake.
Yes.
Wakes them all up, and we get the famous
They're here.
They're here. Next day, the tractor is digging up their pool. Great shot of the birds.
No, it's horrible.
That I remember as a kid being like, "Oh no, they dug it up," and it never gets addressed afterwards.
Horrible.
I'm like, it was kind of funny. It's kind of funny to watch it as an adult. We get a cameo on the TV from film critic Gene Shalit, who was 100 years old. That guy is still alive.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I had to look it. I'll look it up.
He was 100 in the show?
No, today.
I'm like, I told you it's cursed.
Because I knew it. Because Gene Shalit, film critic with the big fro and the big mustache.
Yes.
This guy.
Yes.
Yeah. 100 years old.
Wow.
Last month, he turned 100.
Go ahead.
1926. This son of a bitch remembers the 30s. If he's still cognizant. I don't know how his mental faculties are. But I was just like, oh, yeah, Gene Shalit. And I looked it up. I'm like, he's still around. Oh, my God.
Dang.
Will I be 100 years old still reviewing movies?
Maybe.
I hope. I hope I'm doing this when I'm 300.
Aw, that's good.
I don't know what movies I'll still be reviewing.
Who knows?
Probably the 5th remake of Poltergeist. And I'm like, they got it right this time. I'll be in the 5th remake of Poltergeist.
With Al Bundy.
With AIDH
Yes.
Al Bundy, because he'll be long gone. Steve is on the phone with, I guess, his boss or his friends, and no one believes him. They're like, no, we didn't feel any earthquake. What are you talking about?
Wow.
If no one else felt an earthquake, I'd be like, hey, can we look where the gas lines are?
Of
Like, we need
course.
someone to look in it. They're not as worried as they should be. Like, an earthquake, I'd be a little fine with.
Yeah.
But if it was just my house shaking, I'm like, I need, like, the city to come out and see what's underneath. Carol Ann tells the mom that TV people are in the house, and she doesn't know what that means.
Yeah. Is that before she asked, like, what did you mean by that?
She's, like, asking during the scene, and everyone's
Yes.
just kind of ignoring the mom.
Right.
But then it gets interrupted because Robbie's glass just explodes in front of them. Yeah. Which are, what is the worst Paranormal Activity episode? Me and Cecil talked about. Did you know there was an unofficial Japanese sequel to Paranormal Activity? There's a Japanese sequel. It's a direct sequel to the first movie. And it had a scene like this where the family's like eating dinner and the glass just explodes.
Cool.
I'm like, I feel like that's a subtle nod to Poltergeist.
Probably.
That's actually a decent sequel to the movie. It doesn't fit when you factor in all the other films.
Okay.
But it's hard to hunt down, but it's good. Robbie's forks and spoons are all bent.
That was funny.
And she goes outside, and those sleaze bags are hitting on Dana. Did you recognize the sleaze bag?
Yes.
Who is it?
He's from he's from Texas Chainsaw 2.
No. There's
Penny.
another. The main sleaze bag who's hitting on her. Surprised you didn't recognize him. The one pool worker that's hitting on her is actor Sonny Lanham, a.k.a. Billy from Predator, the Native American from Predator.
Oh, really?
I saw his face, and I'm like, I know his face.
Okay. Yeah.
And I went.
I'm sure it looked familiar.
I literally had to pause the movie. I'm like, I've seen that face a million times since I was a child. Who is that? And I'm like, it's Billy from Predator.
Nice. That's great.
Yeah.
That I did not catch.
I guess the other guy, I was so laser focused on Billy, I didn't know. Wait, so who's the other guy?
What's his name? Something Perryman or Pennyman?
Looking it up. He's one of the pool workers.
He's the one that gets the coffee.
Pugsley, the pool worker, was the guy in the radio station for Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
And he was murdered because of the curse.
He was murdered in real life?
Yeah.
What happened?
This guy went to his house, and I think he was just crazy and just was like, can I use the phone or something? And a guy let him in, and then he attacked him and
Jesus
used
Christ.
the hatchet.
Don't let anyone in your house ask you
Seriously.
for a phone. Don't do it. Don't do it. He was in
So
horror
sad.
movies.
It was in 2009.
Oh, it happened that late? I can see the naivety of the 80s allowing that. But by 2009, I'd be like, no, I don't know who you are.
Horrible.
I wouldn't let my own mom into my house to ask for the phone if she got a haircut. I'd be like, I don't know if it's you. Get a DNA test and come back.
Well, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That is not on that wasn't in the cursed films. I was surprised.
Nah, you didn't.
They didn't mention it.
Didn't have a big enough part, I guess.
But it still counts.
Nah.
Still matters.
Well, curses aren't real, so I'm going to say it doesn't count.
They are real.
So Carol Ann keeps staring at the static on the TV like a crazy person. And Diane notices the burn in her room from the night before. Actually, the dog points it out to her, and then it brings a toy to play with the burn on the wall. I guess it sees the ghosts and wants to hang out with the ghosts. Yeah, here we go. What an asshole that pool worker is for just eating their food.
I know.
He's stirring the tomato paste and stuff. And I have it here. Why are the ghosts such assholes? Why are the ghosts just like, you know what we're going to do? We're going to move their chairs away from the table. Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this isn't the mean ghost yet.
No, it's not.
So the ghosts are just like, it'd be fun. Just moving these chairs around and stacking them.
Yes, I
never really get the mentality of ghosts in movies.
Just kill someone.
They're like, we're gonna move this, and it's like, okay.
I think they want you to know that they're there. These ones.
And they're really good at stacking chairs.
And I love the chair scene.
So yeah, I really love that she pushes the chairs in, moves, comes back, all the chairs are stacked.
Oh,
and if I remember how they did it, they had they pulled the chairs out real quick, and I think they had a second set of chairs that were already drilled together, and they just dropped it on the table to make it real fast. Because that moved way too fast to stack them. And I don't think I'm pretty sure there was no cut in there.
That's amazing.
But that was really cool how they kind of swapped it out real quick. But that is the scary part where she's like, oh my God.
So good.
But it is funny because you expect her to be terrified, and then she just finds it very amusing. Steve, we get to see Steve during his job trying to sell a house to a new couple in the phase 4. He lives in phase 1 of the development. They're in phase 4. And he goes home to his wife acting frantically. I love that he's trying to pick up the trash can and she keeps dragging him.
She's only 30.
Yeah. Again, looks great. I forgot how hot she was in this. She shows him that objects are moving in the house, and she tests it on the chair first. Then the chair, and this is one of those things when you know how they did it, you can't unsee it. You could tell, like, because it's the tile, and you can tell the one leg is on the one track for it. And I'm like, there's the track for it.
I didn't look that deep.
If you look at it, there's one chair leg that's on like the crack in the tile, and you can see like that's the one that tracks it. So it's a really cool effect. It's like underneath, they're pulling it with wires and stuff. But it's one of those like, oh, I see it. Now you could like digitally cover that up or move it to hide the scene. But back then, it's cool. I actually like seeing that.
Cool, me too.
So yeah, she tests it out, but it's funny that you could tell that she's been doing this all day.
Yes.
Because Carol Ann comes in just yawning. Yeah. She's like, she's over it at that
she's
point.
Hungry.
She's like, I'm hungry. She's like, we'll go get Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
Aww.
I don't know that she puts the helmet on her.
Yeah. So cute.
He's like horrified by that. He's like, what the hell is this? And she's amazed.
Yeah.
She's like, this is so crazy. She's like, I didn't show any of the other kids. And he's like, I don't want anyone in the kitchen until we figure this out. But I love when they go to his neighbors and ask if they see anything.
Mosquitoes one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't know how to describe what they're talking about, and they look insane, and they're just hitting mosquitoes the whole time. And you get that. I just love these little weird character moments where the neighbor is just talking about how mosquitoes have never bit him. They never bit anyone in this family. And this fat kid's there. He's like, mosquito ever bite you? He's like, nah, Dad. And I love that he gets bit and it cuts and he's all like burnt up. I love that she's just like, I had to get you out of there. It was sucking your blood dry. But they talk about how they need to call someone, but they don't know who to call.
Mm-hmm. Who are you gonna call?
Yeah. This is 82. We have 2 years until the Ghostbusters show up. And another storm rolls in.
Mm-hmm. How is this happening in SoCal?
It's happening a lot. Isn't that odd? It was a very unseasonably, a lot of storms were rolling in there. Localized right on top of their house, it seems.
Yes.
It freaks them out. He still won't close the curtains. Robbie just refuses to close the curtains. The tree bursts in. Mm-hmm. And that was like the crazy thing with this movie. Like, we're at the 38-minute mark.
Yeah.
The actual Paranormal Activity just started maybe 6 minutes ago. And it was super subtle. And I love the jump from like the spoons are bent off camera. The chair moved to the tree is alive and it grabs Robbie and pulls him out of the
right
house.
in.
I'm like, wow, we made a really big jump here. I was ready for a couple other like small things.
Yes, so was I.
But I love that. It just takes you off guard. It's like, nah, we're not doing the slow build up. The tree's got it.
It's awesome.
So yeah, they have to like go outside and save him from the tree. The tree that is now holding the door closed. Terrifying. But while they're all distracted with that, Carol Ann's closet opens. And we get that creepy light coming out of it. And for whatever reason, she doesn't get up and run. And to make things worse, a tornado just right above their house showed up. It's a really busy night on that street.
And I think the sister's just coming home again.
Well, she's like in her room looking out going like, what the hell is going on? Yeah, so all hell is breaking loose. And Carol Ann gets sucked into that closet.
It's so sad. She's calling for her mommy.
I know, and they can't hear her because that tornado conveniently takes that tree away.
Yes, and they have to save the boy who's getting eaten by the tree.
Yeah, so they save him. The tree is gone. We never find out where that ends up. I don't know if another neighbor had a tree go through their house. But I love the sister comes out like, a tornado! It's like, yeah, where were you 5 minutes ago? But yeah, they have to go. They can't find her anywhere in the house. And they immediately go like, the pool. She's in the pool.
Horrible.
So she's panicking. Then Robbie.
So emotional.
Oh, and I love when they go into the closet.
Yeah.
And they find her like, oh, thank God. And they pull their blanket off and it's the
clown.
Don't like that. But Robbie's the one that notices that her voice is on the TV. So she's been sucked into the spirit world.
That kid has seen some SHIT.
Well, she apparently doesn't remember any of it.
Not her.
Huh?
The boy.
Oh, yeah, that kid.
Yes.
That kid's scarred for life. Whatever. He didn't get lucky enough to go into the spirit world and get amnesia. He's going to remember all of this.
I'm not saying anything.
Huh?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
You'll see.
All right. So yeah, Steve goes to a college
Uh-huh.
to talk to parapsychologist,
Right.
which is Marty, Ryan, and Dr. Lesh, I think. I forget what her first name was. Insidious totally ripped off these characters.
Yes.
That's why I didn't really like Insidious.
Oh.
When I watched Insidious, I'm like...
Did you see the new trailer?
I saw it was out. I didn't watch it.
Scary.
I'm not a big fan of those movies.
Whatever. I went to those houses when I lived in LA.
The first one is just Poltergeist, but if... The first one is Poltergeist, but what if the beast was Darth Maul with goat legs? Like, that's the twist there, and I'm like, that's kind of lame.
I thought it was terrifying, and I still do.
Too many
But yes,
jump
they
scares.
pulled a lot from here. And
Yeah.
Ian was like, this is like Stranger Things. I'm like, oh my gosh, it is.
Yes. Wow. Stranger Things is like everything else from the 80s.
Yeah.
They're doing a new
point.
show now, and it's Stranger Things with old people.
What is that?
I forget what it's called, but I
Sounds
saw
good.
Alfred Molina's in it, but it just looks like Stranger Things, but with old people.
Also, before I forget to say it, there's a doll that Carol Ann has. It's like a girl with blonde hair.
Okay.
I don't know if I watched the Ghost Adventures episode of them going
Yeah.
to the house, and the doll moves.
Oh,
It
no.
It falls off of something because the mom of her let him have the doll.
Oh. Well, that might not be ghosts.
The house is haunted.
Things
real
in
life.
here fall all the time. Lola Bunny falls all the goddamn time. We had
Not
to
a
stop.
believer.
This little skull fell the other day while we were recording.
It's haunted.
Down here?
Yep.
I don't think anyone's died in this house.
But
Those
yeah.
are-
Oh well, people have died in the Poltergeist house. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, probably.
The
but
owners.
listen, go back to my review of the others. I proved that ghosts aren't real. We've already had this conversation, and I actually clipped it. I made a whole clip called "Every Woman Has Seen a Ghost."
So would you say this house is clean?
This house is clean. Well, actually, this cloud, dirt-wise, I need to clean. It's been a minute. I've been very
That's
busy.
not what I meant. Okay, back.
Okay, back to this. He's like pleading with them. He's like, we haven't gone to the cops or anything because we don't know what to say to them, and we just need help. And he looks like shit.
Yeah, and he's telling like his office that he's sick.
Yeah, he's been telling them he
Carol
has the
Ann's
flu.
sick.
So yeah, the psychologists are like, all right, let's go there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell, it doesn't tell you what the time jump's been, but it must have been like a few weeks at least.
Yeah.
Because the house is all in disarray. They clearly have been experiencing things nonstop.
Just like Conjuring a little bit.
Yes, a little bit like Conjuring. And I love the psychologists are so unprepared for what they're about to see. Was it Ryan? He's just like, yeah, we had some evidence on film. A poltergeist moved a car.
Yeah.
And it took it 7 hours. He's like, 7 hours for what? He's like, oh, for it to make it to point A to point B. And I got it all on videotape. He's like, that's nice. Opens up the door.
Yes.
To a bunch of blue screen and stop motion effects that have not aged super well.
Right.
It's I talk about it all the time when old blue screen effects like that. You either had two things. You either had the hard black line around the object or it was somewhat see-through. So like the lamp goes in front of them and you could kind of see through them.
Yes.
Before digital compositing, it's just something
But
that
at
had to be-
least back then it was good.
Yeah, I mean, it looks good. I mean, now you could clean it up with digital compositing. But I love that the Hulk is riding a horse. The Hulk action figure's on top of a horse action figure. I always thought that was cool.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Because I know it's hard to notice. There's a million things going
Yeah.
on. Got that protractor thing coming at them. It plays the record. Here's my thing. So the ghosts, they watch Star Wars because they make the TIE fighter fly around and it's doing the TIE fighter sound effect. And I'm like, all right, which one of these ghosts was watching Star Wars and knew the sound of the spaceship? Like, that's taking me out of it a little.
Child ghost.
No, I'm pretty sure spoiler, I'm pretty sure they moved the headstones before that movie.
Yeah.
I guess a ghost was
Spoiler.
just watching Star Wars with
Yeah.
them and was like, hey, I really like that sound. Again, that's another thing. Like, what are the ghosts doing in this room? They just sit there all day, just play around with the toys.
All the characters are just so good.
Yeah. But again, ILM did the effects for this. And again, these were like cutting edge at the time.
Yeah.
And again, this one's a little dodgy, but most of the effects of this movie hold up extremely well.
I love practical.
Yes.
So all the practical ones I'm down.
I love how horrified the psychologists are.
Yeah.
They're like shaking.
Yes.
And I love that they're trying to like reason and stuff, and the ghosts are just moving things despite them. She's like, well, it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a poltergeist. So again, the ghosts are listening to the conversation, like, hey, lady, we're real. They have a sense of humor, I guess. So yeah, they show them how they communicate through the TV, and they're able to talk to Carol Ann. Randomly throughout the day, they'll be able to talk to her.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know where she is, and there's a lot of mixed emotions in the room. Like, the psychologists are fascinated. Dana's crying her eyes out because it's horrifying.
It's so emotional.
Yes, a lot of emotions running through there.
Yes.
And this is when we learn that there is a portal in the ceiling.
Right.
And it drops a bunch of personal items like watches through the portal. And Carol Ann lets them know that something is chasing them. So wherever she is in the spirit world, something is chasing them. And we actually get to see like Carol Ann's spirit runs down the stairs through her mom, and you see the mom's like, I felt her, she went through me.
Beautiful.
Late last year we did the first 2 Silent Hill movies. You ever see Silent Hill?
The first one.
Well, the first one, there's that scene where Sean Bean, his wife's spirit goes through him, and I'm like, I think they got that from Poltergeist.
Probably. Everything's from this.
Yeah.
Wait to see what I have written down.
Okay. Here or later?
After the guy with the face.
Okay, yes. After that, after the spirit goes through her, a blast of energy hits the room and throws things around. So whatever was chasing her also made its appearance there. The researchers demand to go to the closet, but then they change their mind because Marty comes back with a giant bite in his side. So the ghosts are also like demon monsters. Well, kind of. We see them in the sequel. You know what's really good about this? You don't really see the spirit world in this one.
Right.
And then you get to 2, and you see that really bad blue screen spirit world.
It's been a while. I don't know.
Yeah, it's rough.
I just remember the guy.
Yeah, well, he was the best part of that, obviously.
Yeah, so scary.
Oh, too. And when I just said about the blue screen, you're 100 times worse than that. And then the grandmother is got this angel wings. I'm like, what is this?
Okay.
You get to see the beast in his monster form. Yeah, so they changed their mind about going there. The researchers start to like debate the phenomenon that they're witnessing. They determine that the portal in the ceiling is the exit to whatever this world is, and they need to find the entrance. Right. Obviously, it's the closet, but everyone's too afraid to go to the closet. Diane and Dr. Lesh, they have a drink, and they talk about how scared they are. I really like this moment between them. Where they're like whispering. She's like, I spent my whole life. The mom's like, oh, you probably think we're weird. She's like, I'm the weird one. I study this. Yeah. And they're making fun of how she was scared. They're drinking like the whiskey out of the bottle.
It's awesome. They're so, I want to say relatable.
Yeah. Well, they're having like a connection here. And I love that Robbie wakes up and he asks about death and everything. She's like, I think ghosts are like people who, for whatever reason, resist the light that you're supposed to walk into. Maybe they're confused by it, or maybe they just don't want to go. I would be one of those. If ghosts were real, which they're not, I would definitely be a ghost. I'd be like, I got more shit to do down here. I'm 200 years old. I'm pretty sure I'll live to that. I'm like, I got more to do down here. I'd be a great ghost, I think. I'd be a great ghost. I feel like that's my calling. My calling in life is to be a ghost. But yeah, it's a really nice moment because then the kid's just like, what if I die? And then I can go find her and tell her where to go. Which other movies do later on. What was it? You ever see Peter Jackson's Frighteners?
No.
You ever saw The Frighteners?
I don't know. Is Michael J. Fox in that?
Yes.
Oh, then maybe I have.
The Frighteners, cool holographic cover. Yeah, there's that thing where he like kills.
Let me see the back.
There's that thing where he like kills himself to go to the spirit world.
And Casper. In Casper.
Well, no, in
the dad.
Well, that was an accident.
I know.
He didn't do it on purpose.
And then he gave it to Casper.
Yes.
Casper. Okay.
We reviewed Casper well, not me and you. Me and Monica reviewed Casper last year. That was, by the way, I gave it to Monica, but I'm like, all you girls wanted to do Casper.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Casper really messed with your girls' brains in the 90s.
Devin Sawa.
I love that he had to respond. He's like, I'm barely in that movie. I'm not the voice. I was there for a day.
Yeah, can I keep you? Oh.
So creepy.
My gosh. Ian should propose like that.
Ian, are you watching? I think that was a not so subtle hint.
Can I keep you?
I'm sorry, that's creepy. I wouldn't like that. So yeah, he suggests that, but of course they they're like, no, don't do that. So yeah, a lot of talk about like what happens after a death and everything. And then Marty switches with Ryan. They have cameras aimed at the stairs. And he decides he's gonna cook a steak.
Why does everyone feel like they can eat out of this poor family's home?
Well, I assume they were given permission. They might have even brought
steak?
They might have even brought the steak because they knew they were going to be there for a while.
Okay.
Why is he
But the editor cut that out because we should know that.
Yeah. Why did he decide to cook a steak at like 2 a.m? That's the weird part. I'm like, people are sleeping. You're going to be sizzling that goddamn thing?
Yeah.
So yeah, he puts the steak on the table. And then
gross.
it starts moving. And if you notice, the countertop is also tiled, so you can kind of see the line where the thing is.
Leave it alone.
But then the steak starts exploding meat, and then the
Ew.
chicken he had in his mouth suddenly has maggots.
Yes, gross. The ghosts really don't like him.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Especially with what's coming next.
I don't know what he did. But yeah, this scene terrified me as a kid.
Yeah.
Like at the time I watched this was probably, it's funny that you don't think it's gory, but it actually kind of is.
It is.
Yeah, he peels his face apart and the sounds that he makes are terrifying. Watching it as an adult, it did that classic 70s, 80s thing. Alien did this, Terminator, where they were just a little too confident in their fake rubber head. And now when you watch, you're like, oh no. Oh,
but I love it though. I love the practical look.
No, the practical was fine. It's just, why did all these movies feel the need to linger on it? And I'm like, no, it looks bad. Cut away.
Okay, so this is the first scene.
Sorry. It's just, his hands don't even look like attached.
No. Yeah.
But that part where he goes, and then a hard cuts to him back.
Yeah.
Terrified me as a kid. I was like, oh my
bet.
God. I didn't know how to handle it. I'm like, that is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Well, this is the first time that the Haunted Mansion, the Eddie Murphy one, took from this movie. So this is the first scene where they took inspiration.
Casey, this might shock you.
What?
I think I maybe watched some of that movie once on cable a year after it came out.
Yes.
I don't remember it.
I watch it every year.
You know who does remember it?
Tim? Joey.
Yeah, obviously Joey C. He calls it a classic. He reviewed the video game not too long ago. We keep meaning to do.
There's a video game?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Joey
that
C.
one?
Yeah, Joey C. did a video on the 2003
so
or whatever.
Good. I need to watch it.
Well, that was the funny year. People forget Pirates of the Caribbean was part of 3 movies based off rides. It was Country Bears, Haunted Mansion, and Pirates of the Caribbean. And for whatever reason, Pirates of the Caribbean was the only one that became a franchise.
The only one I haven't seen.
Pirates of the Caribbean? None of them?
Well, yes, one of them. It was my first date.
Well, the first one. You have to at least watch the first one.
I will. It's just really long.
But it's exciting and great.
I want to watch it, yes.
And it's got horror elements.
Yes,
got cool zombies.
But you're going to have to watch it because you said we can review them at one point.
The Haunted Mansion, yes. I've been wanting, me, you, and Johanna, I want to do that movie, the Muppets one, and the remake.
Yes.
Which I've only seen the Muppets one. I've watched that one a couple times, actually. I would peace out of that house right away. I would have peaced out a long time ago.
They really don't like him.
If I was these people, one, I wouldn't be a paranormal researcher because I'd be like, fake. But if I was, I'd do it as like a joke. I'd be like, let's see what this guy's doing. And as soon as I open up the door and saw those things, I'd be like, I'm out. See ya. Going to church. I'm going back to church.
Aw, that's great.
Now I know the devil exists. I have to go back to church.
Yep.
So yeah, the cameras start moving.
Yes.
And they're focused on the staircase.
Yes.
We see some activity coming from upstairs, and we see this it looks like a woman. Mm-hmm. This ghostly form, which I think was like a model inside a water tank.
Ooh,
that was then superimposed onto it.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a really cool moment of this thing coming downstairs, and the effect. Which came out later? Hold on. Which came out first? Oh, okay. It would have been a year before. The ghost effect here reminds me of the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark when all those ghosts come out of the Ark, because those also look like they were like in water and stuff.
Do you know what it reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
This is how the ghosts were in the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Remember the orbs, though? It's not just the girl, but they come down in orbs.
Yeah,
too.
when they play the tape back, they see they see that there's other like figures and
so
shapes.
That's what it's like.
Yeah. It's a really, really cool scene. And then it flies back into the house.
Yes. You act like people wouldn't find that interesting.
What?
That Haunted Mansion was inspired by this movie.
What did you guys find more interesting? That this effect is borrowing an idea from Raiders of the Lost Ark, or that it was repurposed in Haunted Mansion starring Eddie Murphy? Let us know in the comments below.
Poll time.
Poll time.
You should do that on the live episode.
The next day, they're sending Robbie away.
Oh my gosh. This scene killed me.
With the dog?
It killed me because I didn't realize he was sent away. It just looked like he's like, I'm out.
No.
Like he called up the taxi himself.
No, so they call up the taxi. I don't know where they're sending him. Maybe
the grandma.
From the second one, yeah.
Oh.
Because the grandparents are
characters.
characters.
Yeah.
So I guess they send him there. Dana's old enough where she can hang out at friends' houses.
Yes.
But I love that the dog, it just independently is like,
bye.
I'm out. They don't even give food. Like the grandparents can be like, what does this dog eat? When does it go out?
Yes.
I love the cab driver was like, you didn't say anything about a dog. Get this thing out of here.
It was hilarious. He's just like, goodbye.
I'm
dog, out.
The dog looks back. He's like, no.
I know.
Dog's like, I've been waiting for a car to show up. You guys haven't put me in a car.
I don't
leaving.
even think they say we sent him a. It looks like he did it. He took it upon himself.
That was the dog improv. That dog was known for his improv.
Yes, but the kid too.
He's very difficult. He went off script so many times. They had to replace him with a different dog. He just was demanding too much. But I love that he just gets in the car. He's like, bye.
So good.
So Dr. Lesh is looking at the watches that fell through. And she's like, this one is like 100 years old, and then this one is more recent. She's like, there's a lot of differences here. She needs to bring all her research back to like the university and have it like evaluated. She goes, I'm leaving Ryan with you. And then she goes, Marty will not be coming back. I think after being bit and the face peeling, he's like, I'm out. Ryan doesn't get really hit with anything.
No.
Those ghosts just leave that guy alone. So yeah, she has to bring her findings and get some help. And then, forgot he was in this movie, actor James Caron shows up as Steve's boss, Mr. Teague, who of course is in Return of the Living Dead 1 and 2. Really great actor. What was the last thing I reviewed him? Oh, he shows up briefly. He was mostly cut out of Superman Returns. But anyway, I really like that actor. But he's like, hey, buddy, what's been going on? You look like shit.
Yeah.
But I like that he keeps going around the house and the ghosts keep moving things
Yes,
and he has to keep like distracting him. He's like, no. I don't know if he goes outside the bulb. He's like, what do you got in there? 3,000 watt bulb? But he's worried. He's like, is my my best employee, like faking sick? And he sees all the equipment in the house. He's like, are you doing like a side project?
Oh.
He's worried about losing him as like a seller.
What a compliment.
Yes. So yeah, he asked him to go for a ride to somewhere else in the development. In between this, Diane tries to open up the kids' room. Ghost does not like that. I love it. She opens it and you hear, she's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So yeah, Steve's boss takes him to a cemetery over phase 4 or phase 5 what they're building.
Yeah.
And he talks about the kids. He's like, I didn't see Carol Ann. He's like, oh, she was in her room. He's like, she was born in that house. That's very important.
Wow.
I think she's the first person born in that development. But yeah, he's worried about Steve finding another jobs. He's worried that someone was like a headhunter that tried to get him.
And I'm like, aren't they afraid of ticks? Because they're in this really high grass.
I don't know. Are ticks a problem in California? I don't know how.
Oh. Why not?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know how common ticks are everywhere. Let us know. Are you
I
in
would be
California?
afraid
Are you
anyway.
afraid of ticks? I always imagined them as like more of like a forest insect. I didn't know they were more desert.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Should we look it up? Should we look it up?
No, we've looked up enough.
So yeah, he tells him
No,
like,
we
hey,
haven't.
look, this hill's great. Wouldn't you like your new house here? So he's trying to like sorry we didn't make you partner 3 years ago. We want to correct it. We'll even give you a brand new house here. And he's just like,
everything.
Yeah, he's like, what about this matte shot of a cemetery? It was a very obvious matte shot.
Yeah.
I was looking at it, I'm like, I love 80s matte shots, but it's like awkward because I'm just like, it's so clearly one. He's like, yeah, but what about this giant cemetery you have here? And he's like, oh, it's just people. And like he mentions that he had previously moved the cemetery. He's like, yeah, we moved it before.
How in the world has that happened in real life?
Cemeteries being moved? Probably.
How?
Well, normally you would say you dig it up and have them excavated and plan it out, but there's a twist at the end that they didn't do it the most ethical way.
I know.
But also continuity error. I'm like, how did you get a sewer system in there with all these coffins around? Seems a little unrealistic. I'm sure it's been done before.
That's horrible.
Yeah, so he mentions he moved the cemetery before and they're gonna move it again. 5 minutes. And I like that he goes like, well, that shouldn't upset them too much. And he goes, who are you talking about? And he doesn't want to say ghosts. He's like, just anyone who would get mad. And he's like, no one's brought it up until now. So yeah, he's feeling a little conflicted about that whole situation. Back at the house, Dr. Lesh arrives with a Kit Osborne-sized lady called Tangina.
Enter the queen,
Zelda. And friggin' Steve right away starts making Munchkin jokes. He's like, what side of the rainbow?
She's like, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah. She asks him a question and he doesn't answer. And then he's like, I was doing it psychically and she didn't hear me. And she's like, yes, I did. It's like, oh, no. But it's such a weird thing to throw later. It's so late in the movie. Like, oh, now there's a tiny psychic. Like, wait, what?
So I had seen Teen Witch before I ever saw Poltergeist. So that's how I knew her. So I loved her.
Yeah. She totally comes in. She's one of those characters that's not in the movie long and steals the show.
Yes. Yeah.
That's like, I don't know why my mind right now is going to, oh God. Chris Tucker in Fifth Element.
I don't know.
You ever seen Fifth Element?
No.
Okay, so you're going to want to watch Fifth Element. Also, Chris Tucker shows up so late in that movie and then just becomes the main character, basically. Nice. He becomes like the third main character and he steals the show. That's how I feel about Tangina. It's one of those characters that shows up real late and they're like, the movie is about me for however long I'm in the rest of this film. She is great. So she's a psychic. She's cleansed houses of spirits before. And she lets them know. She's like, hey, Carol Ann is alive. She's alive, but she's in the spirit world. She asks them to trust her. She goes, you're going to have to trust me even if it goes against your Christian beliefs.
Yeah, I know.
So she tells them that she's in the spirit world, but since she's alive in the spirit world, she's giving off a light. And all the spirits are kind of drawn to her light, and it's distracting them from the real light that they're supposed to go to. Yes. So that's why she's like, they're kind of keeping her there. But there's something else in the spirit world. Not this gnat that's flying around me because I left the window open too long today. There is an evil entity that wants to hoard her light to keep all the other keep all the other ghosts there.
Horrible.
Apparently this spirit has been keeping all the ghosts there. We'll find out why in the second one, not that we need it to.
Yeah.
But he goes by the name The Beast.
The Beast.
To us, it is the Beast. Now I'm just thinking of Jim Carrey doing Zelda's line. What is he doing? He does it in either Ace Ventura or Cable. Jim Carrey has done this house is clean. Yeah, so they have to get her from this evil entity called the Beast.
Mm-hmm. Like in The Sandlot, the Beast.
Yes. Which, that movie was ruined for me. I talked about it on the old show, Randall Reviews.
Oh, no.
I thought English Mastiffs were really scary. And then my family got an English Mastiff.
Oh.
That dog was scared. We couldn't throw balls at the dog because it was afraid of balls.
Aw.
A piece of paper fell off the table once and she peed herself out of fright. So, and she would run for a minute and have to lay down. So after I had that dog and went to watch The Sandlot, I'm like, inaccurate. None of this would ever.
Oh, it was before you saw it.
Well, no. I saw the movie, and then we got the dog, and I thought my dog was going to be cool like the one in the movie, and it was a scaredy cat, afraid of everything. So I was like, in real life, the dog wouldn't have gone anywhere near the ball and it would have cried.
Oh.
So yes, they get tennis balls and rope ready because they have to deal with the portals. They have Diane call out to Carol Ann and answer them. But I love that she's like, what parent is she more afraid of? She's like the dad. She's like, tell her that you're going to beat her. She's like, I never hit our kids. Like, tell her.
That you're going to give him a spanking.
You're going to get a real big spanking later. So Carol Ann screams and they tell her to like, go toward the light. Go toward the light.
So emotional.
Then they enter the room, the kids' room. And the ghost, I guess, at this time went to Radio Shack and bought some strobe lights and put some strobe lights in the closet. It's just straight up just a strobe light. So that's the entrance to the spirit world. Ryan runs downstairs to the other portal. And I like that Tangina's like, get me the tennis ball marked 1. So they throw the tennis balls in. So
is the other daughter back yet?
No, she's out. She's out. Right? Yes, okay. She's out. So they're throwing the tennis balls through there. And it's confirmed. They're like, okay, this is my handwriting. This is it. And now I'm thinking of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror when they get the haunted house and they throw the trash into the portal and it gets thrown back. And it's like, stop throwing trash in my dimension. Tangina, I love Tangina volunteers to go into it. And the mom's like, I'll do it. She's like, you never did this before. And the mom's like, neither of you. And she goes, you're right. You should go. This is like when I don't want to do something, but I volunteer, and then someone goes like, no, it's okay, I'll take care of it. I'm like, yeah, right, you're right. Go. I think I learned a lot from Tangina. I'm like, I should probably volunteer knowing that they're going to want to do it, just so I look good. So yeah, the mom gets tied up. Steve's got the end of the line. They throw the rope through. I
was like yelling at the screen during this point.
I do like that's a nice moment where they kiss before they leave because they don't know if they're going to see each other again.
They're so in love.
So they enter the light, and then she tells all the spirits to go toward the light. But previously, she told them not to go to the light. He's like, you told him not to.
They're probably like, huh?
Yeah. So he starts like pulling on the rope when he's supposed to be putting it forward. And she's like, no, stop pulling on the rope, blah, blah, blah. And then the beast shows up in his first form as a giant, meaty skeleton head. It's horrifying.
So cool.
Terrifying. That thing scared the shit out of me as a kid.
So cool.
Because at that point, it's been invisible this whole time. Like, oh no, it's got a face. Oh God. It growls at him and he lets go of the rope. And then we see Carol Ann and Diane like fall through the ceiling, covered in ectoplasm, I guess. Goo. Like. They got slimed. Slimer got them.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
By the way, the roar is the MGM lion.
It sounded like it.
Yes, because it first was in the Poltergeist movie, and then MGM took it.
Yes. Was the roar? Is that for this form of the beast or the second form?
I think the second one.
It might be the second form.
But I wasn't sure, so I said it now.
Either way, the beast uses the MGM lion roar.
Yes. Well, no, they were first. Poltergeist was first.
Poltergeist was first.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Huh. Well, they shot the MGM line a couple times. So I guess that was like the newest version. Yes. Fun fact. My senior thesis getting on the slide. At one point, the car almost hits the guy, and I gave the car the lion roar. I got that idea from Steven Spielberg because the truck in Duel has a roar, and then he used that roar for Jaws later on.
Yep.
Okay, so they fall through. They immediately go to the tub. They're like blasting them with water. They're totally fine.
Yes.
And then Zelda, knowing that she's being recorded, gets ready for her close-up.
So cute.
This house is clean.
Yeah, turns Zelda in the sequel should have apologized and been like, I really dropped the ball on that last one. I got your kid out, but I didn't actually close any portals. It's like, well, you got the kid out, but you didn't prevent the ghost from getting her back in. You didn't really think this through, Zelda.
Yeah, she didn't.
So yeah, the Freelings obviously plan to move. They want to get the hell out of there.
Yes.
Dana finds out. I love that they tell Dana that they're going to stay at a Holiday Inn. And Dana goes, oh, yeah, I know that one. I love the mom, like, does a double take.
Oh.
And she's like, wait, what? And she's like, oh, no, nothing. And they mentioned Diane's hair has turned gray from going into the spirit world.
She looks like Nancy.
Yeah, yeah. And she's like, oh, does it look like metal or something? And she says something like punk rock.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're all packing up. I like that it cuts to Diane planning to dye her hair. She's like reading the hair dye instructions. She tells the kids to tuck themselves in, even though they weren't going to sleep there. The dad is out with the boss.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's since quit his job.
Yes.
Or he's like relocating. I love that he goes, I told him to go to hell. So I guess when he comes back, they'll pick up the kids and then go to the hotel.
Yes.
But she's tucking them in for now because it's late.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, she gets ready for her bath. And how come they were packing everything? I'm like, how come the clown isn't packed at this point?
Yeah, what?
Like, we're saving the clown for last.
Or they're just leaving it.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, we finally get a payoff for the clown.
Yes.
And it is a great jump scare where he like looks under the bed.
So
a lot of
good.
like jump scares have ripped this off since then, but at the time it was new. But yeah, he looks up and he comes back. That clown is there. And also the ghost can change the face of the clown to be scary. So what we don't know is that one of the ghosts was like a wood carver. And in that 2 seconds, he carved it and painted it. But it is terrifying because it's just as scary as you imagine. And then like his arms get real long and he like drags him under the bed.
Poor
and
kid.
Carol Ann, who's learned nothing, has not ran away at all. I guess she has amnesia, but I don't know.
Yeah, she doesn't remember.
I'm sorry, but if a clown comes to life, I'm running away as fast as I can. I'm looking around here. If the Leonard Nimoy cutout that you guys always knock down, the Spock came to life and started chasing you, Casey, I'm booking it.
Yes.
Instead, Carol Ann's like, oh my God, that's crazy. The portal comes back.
I know.
In slime form this time. It's not
It
fucking
looks
around.
sick.
It's so gross. The mom hears the screams.
Barely
and then
at
this
first.
goddamn pervert ghost starts trying to rip her shirt up and throw her around the room.
Which they made fun of in Scary Movie too.
You know, I have to
With Tori
rewatch.
Spelling.
I have to go back and rewatch the Scary Movie.
Yeah.
Okay, now I remember that scene.
Yeah.
I know me, Johanna, and Crystal want to do the first one together.
3. I call 3.
You call 3?
Yes.
Okay, but we have to find... It's important that I find like someone in their early 20s. Because I just want them to watch it and I want to know if they get any of the dated references.
Do we have any early 20-year-old friends?
Probably. I got to find, well, it has to be someone who doesn't really watch these movies or anything. Because I was watching, me and Tim, we did the other Scary Movie, Shriek, if you know what I did last Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm.
And there's
Tiffany,
some jokes in there, like a Mentos commercial and stuff. I'm like, would a kid in their 20s get any of this?
Yeah, like the basketball sneaker.
Yes. Or like, I know in 3, they're talking about stuff and he goes, and the twins, which was a Budweiser commercial or was up in the first one.
See, I didn't even know any of that.
Yes.
I didn't even know.
That's
so maybe
why
I'm good enough.
Maybe. No, see, you knew about the sneaker one, and that was real obscure.
No, but I didn't know. I didn't know what it
All
was
right, maybe
for.
then I'll have you go through it. Maybe we'll do commentary tracks, and I'll do a counter of every joke you don't get.
Well, now I know.
Well, shit, yeah. Okay, we got to find someone else. Anyway.
Casting.
I wanted to say it's kind of like when we did the Naked Gun movies. There was some dated stuff where I didn't get because I wasn't around at that time. But anyway. She's being thrown around. The ghosts are attacking them. I do love that Robbie beats the clown.
Yes.
He like rips the clown apart.
Well, Carol Ann's
still there.
Yeah, walking to the thing.
While the big esophagus is growing on the door. So the mom runs to the door, and then the beast shows up again, this time in Muppet form.
Yeah, that. I like it.
It was really cool, but it does kind of look like a Muppet.
Yeah.
It doesn't really look like bones.
Kind of like Falcor a little, too.
A little like Falcor mixed with a Muppet. I was waiting for him to sing Manamana. That was my favorite ghost as a kid. The big gorilla arm thing.
Yeah.
I thought that was so cool.
Very cool.
I love that it barks at her. It's like, bark, 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 and she's like, ah! The house is doing everything in its power to keep her away. Like the staircase is electrified. It's throwing her out. Instead of going to her neighbor's house right away, she goes to the backyard and asks for help.
Yeah.
And then she falls into the pool, which was her biggest fear. We had a setup and a payoff. She falls into the pool, and then all the corpses start popping out of the ground. I don't know why the beast is doing this, but sure. All the corpses are popping out, and apparently some of them were real skeletons.
Yes, they were.
Yep.
Curse that caused the curse.
I don't know, other movies used real skeletons.
Yes, and they're cursed.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 1's not cursed. There were real skeletons in that. And funny enough, when I hear about real skeletons, I remember the line from Return of the Living Dead where James Cameron is talking about the skeleton farms in India where they buy skeletons. That was a thing. People would donate their skeletons to science, or they were just crazy homeless people who had no say. And then a movie would be like, we need a skeleton. Do you have any of them?
And it was cheaper.
It was cheaper than making a plastic mold and getting a skeleton. I think now there's a lot of ethics involved, so they don't do that anymore.
So this scene is also repurposed in the Haunted Mansion. When they go down to the mausoleum to get the key, which you'll know about when you watch it.
When I finally watch it.
Because even when the neighbor goes to her shoulder and it's a jump scare, that's exactly in the Haunted Mansion. I'm like, oh my gosh, I wrote, okay, the Haunted Mansion took a lot of inspiration from that.
This is, Haunted Mansion is a remake, actually. Poltergeist. I think we might try to do an Orlando trip in December this year. We do want to take the girls to Super Mario World, but we also want to take them to the Haunted Mansion because of all the Nightmare Before Christmas stuff.
Yes.
Well,
the overlay is only in California.
It's not in... No, I thought it was in Orlando.
No.
I'm going to double check you. I'm pretty sure it's in Orlando.
No.
Well, I got to talk to my sister.
I'm so sorry.
I got to talk to my sister. I'm going to fact check it, but then I'm going to talk to my sister.
I go in December. It's not.
Yeah, well.
I've been several times in LA.
Well, we're going to Mario World. We're going to go to Mario World, and maybe we'll go to Grinch Land.
Yeah. Whoville.
Every time I mention Mario World, Mia has to go, you're going to carry me through the tunnel. Because I showed her video of the tunnel. She's like, you have to carry me. I'm like, okay. I'm like, by the time this shows up, you're going to forget that. Okay, so she cannot get out of the pool no matter what she does.
Yes, real quick. I'm so sorry. Yeah. So after she says the house and clean and they're out there packing all their stuff, that's when that's when Carol Ann's holding that doll that was in Ghost Adventures. Sorry.
Gotcha.
Okay, yes. So she's in the skeleton
Yeah, she's
pool.
in the skeleton pool. And then the neighbors finally show up and help her. And then they're like, what's going on? She's like, I need to get back in the house. And they don't want to go in the house with her. Obviously. So they built a long hallway, but then they did that trick where they pull in and zoom out at the same time to give the effect that it was even longer than it was. Really, the mom is so good during this whole sequence. I forgot like how much the dad is gone for this whole finale.
Yeah.
So the closet portal, which is now a big throat or an intestine or whatever other gross anatomy you want to put there. It's like it's got a tongue coming out, grabbing them. What is that a ghost? I don't really know how the ghosts are working here. Like, is that a ghost of someone's throat? What is that?
Don't question it.
Or is it like Beetlejuice, where the ghost world is also like an alien thing?
It just reminded me of Nope.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The big hole that they all got sucked in. So, she manages to reach out and grab them and get them the hell out of there.
Strong lady.
Yes. And then more corpses are popping up through the ground.
So good.
The dad finally makes it home.
So cool.
He notices everything, the shit hitting the fan. Ghosts are everywhere. He knows what happened now. And he goes to his boss and he goes, you only moved the headstones, didn't you?
Good.
You left the bodies, but you only moved the headstones.
Chills. That was a great performance.
Yes, so
you should
good.
show that to Damien Leone.
Only moved the headstone.
I think that'll get you a part.
I did. I gotta hit him up again. I did send Mike Levy. Did you see that joke video I did?
Yeah.
Where I thought I told everyone that I'm not in Mario.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not Glenn Powell. I let him know, like, hey, this is me actually acting. That video did so well the first day because once again, my audience thought I was actually getting canceled. I'm like, how do you guys fall for this all the time? And it still makes me mad that it did so well. Like, you guys seem like you're really interested in me getting canceled.
No.
So Poltergeist 5th remake, I will be in it.
As Al Bundy.
I gotta make an Al Bundy doesn't give a shit about Poltergeist movie. I gotta make it so bad. Your wife's gone. Huh, any other good news? I just think
our next parody.
He is able to get into the car. Did you notice the little detail with Dana when she shows up?
What?
She gets out of the car. She's freaking out and everything. But
What's happening?
But if you look real close, hickey on her neck.
Oh,
because she was hanging out with that boy. I love that little detail. Like, that's funny.
Cute.
But yeah, they all get in the car. I don't know whose ghost this was or if this was the beast, but it just launched some poor son of a bitch's corpse out onto the car. And then they back out and they get the hell out of there.
They're like, don't look back.
And then the house implodes.
Yeah.
And it was funny, coincidentally, a clip showed up on Facebook of like the special effects people talking about it. And I think I actually recognized the one dude who did the effects from one of the Alien movies behind the scenes. But how they did this effect, they did a whole miniature of the house. They put it upside down. And then they had like cables and stuff attached to a forklift.
Whoa.
And like a big vacuum tank and like a tube. So the forklift is pulling the cables and the vacuum is like sucking it in. And then also they had 2 shotguns where they were shooting the miniature.
Jeez, the things you had to do.
To break it up even,
Wow.
to break it up even more. And they could only do it one time. So he says like the shotguns were just like an extra thing just in case it wasn't breaking up. So yeah, they filmed that whole thing, and then of course they matte shot it in, and that actually looks like it's imploding.
And the boss is just like,
yeah, and the whole town is like, what the fuck is this?
But the house is still there.
Yes, in real
for
life.
over $1,000 a night.
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ.
I would do it.
1,000.
We'd all have to go in
per person.
No.
Oh,
I don't know.
oh. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Why would it be per person? That's horrible.
I don't know, because it's the Poltergeist house.
Horrible.
What was it? 2 years ago, they turned a big mansion into the X-Men mansion, and they were charging out the ass. I'm like, but that's not even the real mansion. That's
well,
I
still want to go to Buffalo Bill's house.
Yes. God damn it, I gotta call him.
Sorry.
We've been having like a phone tag thing, and every time we see someone at a convention, we see each other at a convention, we're like, we forgot to follow up. Anyway. I gotta do another Pittsburgh trip soon. Hang out with Lena up there too. Really cool effect. The house getting sucked into the spirit world for whatever reason. Then it cuts to them at the Holiday Inn, the one that Jane is familiar with.
Yeah.
And I love that they just go into the motel room and then they put the TV outside.
So good.
And then I, for some reason, thought the TV was on and staticking, but it was actually because it was raining. So it looks like it's static on the TV. It was actually raining. I had like a false memory that the TV turns on. And we get to hear that awesome Poltergeist score as it fades out at the end. Great movie.
So good.
Absolutely terrifying. Insanely funny.
So great.
Just you get everything in this. This is
Gives
one of those like
vibes.
family horror films.
Yeah, it
where
is.
It's a little scarier for younger. Again, well, my nieces have already watched every Jurassic Park and Predator Badlands and a bunch of other scary stuff. But this would be like too much. I'm like, no, because it's in like a normal house. They're gonna think their toys are coming to life.
You don't know. Oh, and speaking of that, my other trivia was that boy was really choked by the clown.
What?
Yes.
You really got choked by it? Like an accident?
Probably. I guess the mechanics of it
No, yeah.
really choked him.
Great film. Great
so
film.
Good.
The sequels, not so much.
Yeah.
2 has some really good moments, and it's got a really good bad
Villain.
guy. But outside of that week, the 3rd one, also weak, but unfortunately they forced them to do reshoots after she died, and the director was like really pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Do you remember there was a show in the 90s called Poltergeist the Legacy.
It's on Amazon Prime. That's why I know about it.
Is it free on Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Okay. Had nothing to do with the movies.
Really? Didn't it go for 4 seasons or something?
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you why I know it. Hold on. Poltergeist.
But they were saying in the E! True Hollywood story that, like, it didn't do well. Only 4 seasons. I'm like, that's not bad.
It's funny, like, back then, that would not do well.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like,
crazy.
Be shocked. Okay. Oh, it's streaming on Pluto as well. Let me just see if this is... Because I feel like this is a Friday the 13th, the series situation.
Did you have to rent the movie, Poltergeist?
No, I got the DVD.
Oh, you watched it on DVD?
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any of my movies at my apartment.
Oh.
So I went to Amazon. I'm like, I have to rent it. I had already bought it, so I didn't have to rent it.
Yeah.
It's great.
I got to look this up. Legacy connection to show.
Then we have to eat.
Yeah. Is Poltergeist the Legacy? No. Although it uses the Poltergeist name for recognition, the show is a separate horror series about a secret society protecting people from occult dangers with no character plotlines for the films. The show uses the Poltergeist title to draw in viewers. So because I guess no one owns the name, like Poltergeist is just a word. So I guess if you just call it Poltergeist something else,
Yes.
it's different enough. But I don't know if it was like, Friday the 13th, the series, right? Nothing to do with Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
But it had like one of the producers of the movie, so he slapped the name on. But the only thing I remember about this show is that there was an episode where the Undertaker was a demonic bounty hunter. And he did like wrestling moves on people. Because, the Undertaker is like a dead man. It was like this crazy. It's the only episode of the show I remember. Because I remember
the Poltergeist.
Of the Poltergeist, the Legacy show. And by the way, when I was typing it in, I went Poltergeist, the Legacy. One of the options is Undertaker.
Great.
It was probably the most watched episode of that
Yeah.
show. But I remember I didn't like the show because I thought it was connected to the movies and it wasn't. But I watched the shit out of that Undertaker episode.
Yeah, definitely.
Showy in that one.
Yes. Also, like, there's an episode of Buffy where Death comes into the hospital and it looks like the guy from the second one.
Oh, it
Sorry,
does?
random. Yes.
They killed that.
And John Ritter was also a villain in one of the Buffy. I'm rewatching Buffy. So just I
in
meant to
time
tell
for
you.
the reboot they canceled?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was rewatching it for the reboot and bad news.
Yeah,
But I'm still going to
bad.
rewatch it.
Speaking of reboots, I got to start Scrubs. I forgot they brought Scrubs back. I used to love Scrubs.
Nice.
But I got to finish season 8 because I forgot what happened. But yeah, Poltergeist is awesome.
So good.
I will do the other movies, and I will eventually
Cool.
watch that remake.
Yeah.
All I know is that the clown's in it, and there's no little person in it.
No. Do you want to know what the person is?
What's the person?
He's like a TV host that goes to different houses, and
Oh.
he says the house is clean. That's his tagline. And the ghost the clown doesn't even look like the clown. It's ugly.
I remember.
And the characters are really unlikable.
We talked about it in the It episode, but I remember that Poltergeist movie didn't do super well. And I think I remember reading that the people who were developing It were worried because Poltergeist used a clown in all its marketing. And they're like, oh shit, we got a clown movie coming out in 2 years. Luckily, the It remake did a lot better than Poltergeist. But yeah, I highly recommend this movie. People should still check it out. It's aged perfectly.
It's iconic.
Yes. It's a great Tobe Hooper movie, too. Probably one of his best.
Yeah.
I mean, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is probably his biggest movie of all time. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 is probably one of my favorite movies of him. But this is the one that had the biggest effect on me growing up. It's amazing. And it makes me want to check out other ghost movies from that time. You know what we should do? We should do The Entity. Did you ever see The Entity?
Haven't you ever seen me post about it on Instagram? That movie, I was up for 2 nights with the light on because of that movie. And that was only a few years ago that I saw it.
With
for the
Barbara
first time.
Hershey, who was in Insidious. Kaylee actually reviewed it for her channel last year, and it was like the first time she saw it, and she's like, this is now my favorite ghost movie ever.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying, and I haven't watched it in so long.
I haven't either because it's terrifying.
And it's funny, much like Poltergeist, I was just watching her review of Entity, and I knew everything that happened. It's one of those that just had a big effect.
Yeah.
Same thing with Poltergeist.
Scary.
But Poltergeist I watched 10 million times.
And also no disrespect by me saying it's cursed.
No, it's fine. Everyone says that. But that was it. Poltergeist. Let us know what you think. And hopefully I'll have a very special guest for Poltergeist 2 if he doesn't die in real life, because he's getting there. Much like the actor in Poltergeist 2. I'm against the clock, Casey. I did it again!
Come on.
We need food. Like, share, subscribe. Casey, where can we find you?
At Casey the Final Girl on Instagram.
Awesome. And follow me, Hack the Movies, Twitter, Instagram. Please sign up for Patreon, the free tier. You get the free podcast feed, free videos, better notifications. You get free trials too for the paid stuff. It's all great. Check us out there. Goodbye, everyone.
Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Check out our other videos and Patreon page.
Talking about tapes.